and welcome to my studio. So in here, this is my library room. So this used to have super low ceilings. This is the first ever guided tour of this studio, by the way. It used to be super low ceilings. And when we bought the house, this is the guest house at the back of it, we was like, right, I want to have nice open ceilings. What's in there? And so we ripped out the ceilings and there was like all this AC vents coming down and everything. So we had the guy that invented the horn speaker, George, and Gus Borner from Igloo Studios. And they came in. And this guy's quite old, he's wonderful, so he's invented this particular speaker. But he wasn't answering anything that I said. And I was like, so George, how long have you been doing this? Nothing. George, how long? It turns out he's deaf. So fortunately, the fact that someone designs studios has nothing to do with how they can hear, but all the angles. So if you want to come over here, you'll see like all these weird angles of every single window kind of goes like that and goes like that. And you'll see it through there. I wanted loads of glass. Everyone said, don't do glass in studios, sounds awful. I was like, I'm sick of being in darkened studios. I want glass. So they worked out a way to do it. So yeah, so we opened it all up. It's all obviously kind of soundproof. We've got the doors open at the moment, so you'll probably hear some planes. This is my Yamaha Grand, concert Grand. So if I come in, this is where I'm. This is where I come and just noodle and play and get inspired and stuff. And then my daughter comes in, leaves all of her sheet music here, and suddenly I have, what have I got? Oh, she's in a good mood today. She's got Ludovico Einaudi. So I did this. I've got my Rhodes keyboard here. So this is one of very, very few in the world that has the matching speaker. So this won't come across very well in your thing, but these were used kind of by Portishead, kind of the trip hop scene in Manchester and the kind of 80s and 90s. I always loved that sound for when I was producing bands. You can change, where's the vibrato, here you go. So I love this sound, it's got so much space. But the little speaker cabinet down here, not many people have the matching one of that, and this is the thing that really gives it that kind of authentic sound. So my assistant saw it years ago up for sale. I think it was up in San Francisco. So this poor guy drove a minivan up to San Francisco, was by himself trying to get this heavy absolute git into there. And when he bought it back to the studio, I went obviously to go and help him out of the van with it. Three of us were kind of going, oh, got this, and nearly fell into the swimming pool. Literally, it ended up on the diving board that you came past on the way. So that was carnage. Anyway, so that's the road. So I got my drum kit, whatever. This is where my assistant works. And then, very important, beer fridge. And then double basses. There's just stuff scattered around that make me inspired. This is cool. This is what I was telling you about for the Manson Murders. So this pump organ. So pump organ is organs that used to be dropped onto the kind of battlefields and stuff, because obviously there's no electricity, but they wanted to have a Sunday service. So pump organs, if you have a look at this beautiful font here, look at these guys. I mean, this is so screwed. But this used to be Dennis Wilson from the Beach Boys. So treble, and the whole idea with pump organs is that you do these pedals with your feet, and that pumps in air, and then when you actually have your thing, as I say, it's totally knackered. And then these give it different sounds. It's so screwed, I've got to fix it. But the point is, I'm just finished this soundtrack on Manson for Chaos. It's called Chaos. It's the Manson Murders. Manson worked with Dennis Wilson. So I was like, right, let's get this in the soundtrack. So I literally had my kids going like this on the pedals, while I went like that, and we put some microphones on there, and then I sampled it up. So deep down in the soundtrack, we have authentic Dennis Wilson. Come this way, this way, this way. We had these put up for kind of soundproofing. This is Therapy. Gonna shut up because that makes me deaf. That's a wonderful present for my mate Alex. All of this crap here, this is some filmmakers, I'm not sure who this is.
So sorry about that.
Look, I mean, they even come with this. It's like, in case I don't have any gear in my studio. I don't know, anyway. Come through here, you have the Walls of Fame, here's the machine room, is it? Yeah, it's baby tidy. Here you go, you can come in here. Yes, here's all the gear up here. So I've got my two Macs there, a bunch of hard drives. I used to use these guys, these were PCs for my sample kind of a slave computer. Now I just have them all on the Macs. So A rig, B rig, we have 2 rigs that are exactly the same. So when my assistant's through there, I'm through here. Once I finish something or I need it printed, she goes and does that through there. So that's all here. There's lots of motor gear, lots of cabling, and I don't know what it does. But anyway, through here, I mean, I would tell you the bathroom is a little weird. That Dredd poster there was done by a wonderful artist, and it's one of only 100 in the world, and he sent it to me, and it's hand done, and it's just so gorgeous. I love it. And then look, they've taken over my entire studio. Oh, look at this possibly being, Matt.
Come on, Matt.
So this is my studio, this is my writing room, this is where I work from. So I have my slide out desk, ta-da! And it has a little bit here. So they all say that a couple of inches is very important. So it goes up and it goes down. And I have my pre-things of, that's my normal height, 1. This is where it goes up to, 2. That is the difference. So when I'm playing like that, I want to have it up, and then when I want to be on the computer, I press 2, and it goes down. So it just means that I don't get all that nasty stuff going on with the wrist. It's ridiculous that you have all of that for literally an inch. I've got the mescaline, I've got the Lyra 8 over there, the Arturia stuff. I use this guy for when I'm programming up strings, because it's not so much touch sensitive and doesn't destroy your wrists, whereas when I'm playing piano, it's much easier on kind of something like that. And again, all of these guys connect with the Arturia stuff. I've got, here you go, you've got the Matrix Brute, I've got my Moogs, I've got my Pro 3s, I've got my, love the Jupiter X, really cool. My Nords, my vocoder on the JP8080, I still use it for the vocoder, not so much for the original sounds, but as far as actually using it for the vocoder. You've obviously got that bad boy. And that's pretty much it. You've got blinds that go up and down.
Last thing we gotta see you.
Do you want the Last Breath soundtrack? Hang on. So this is from Melodica, which I play lots to my directors. And I was telling wonderful Matt here that if you play something to on this and go, they go, oh, it sounds like a bit of an indie film. And it's because all the indie films use that because it's $50. And that's pretty much your guided tour. Welcome to my studio.
Follow Score, the podcast, on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and X.